Hey, I'm Andy. Today I'll be reacting to a new FLEEKAZOID video, and this one's titled My Wife's Boyfriend Just Bought Me Doom Dark Ages Review. And I played a little bit of it, and assuming there's going to be spoilers in this with this intro here, but I mean, it's okay. Is it the best Doom I ever played? No. It's not the worst Doom I ever played either, so yeah, I mean, granted, I haven't played far enough to get like a full grasp of how the game plays. I assume FLEEKAZOID's gonna do that, but yeah, the story is, it's a story. But yeah, I think OG Doom, for better or for worse, like the story was that you got sent to Mars as punishment, and then it all went crazy. Then you got back to Earth, and then you found out that they killed your pet, and then after that it's just the whole revenge thing, right? I could be wrong. That's what I remember from playing it back in the day. But yeah, and then they made more Doom. Doom 3 was, it was all right at first. In my opinion, like there was a lot of jump scares, but then jump scares got old. So yeah, and then the other ones I thought were fine. I think Doom Eternal, I really like Doom Eternal, except the one thing that annoyed me was the tooltip, and that made me struggle through the game. I think it was like a tooltip saying you can't use super weapons against the Marauders, or that super weapons are ineffective, or some to that notion, right? So then when the Marauder appeared, I didn't use the super shotgun, but I found out after the fact, like after I played through the whole game, that you were really supposed to use the super shotgun, but it had the word super in it, so I thought it was not a thing. So anyways, let's see what FLEEKAZOID has to say about Doom Dark Ages. I yapped on for long enough.
Warning, if you don't want to be spoiled. Doom the Dark Ages is taking inspiration from the original Doom games because, as we all know, Doom peaked with H-Doom on the T83 calculator. Right off the bat, if you want to know if Doom the Dark Ages is worth buying, I'm going to say this. A lot of
oh yeah, it's like $70, right? But to be fair, I thought it was okay, but I've also played it on Game Pass. I did not spend that, because that is, if I spent that much money, then I would not have liked this game as much, if that makes any sense, right? Because if it was like I would recommend trying this game out if you have Game Pass, because I feel like it's worth at least a try. But for however much it's selling on like other platforms, yeah, that there's better options like Claire Obscure. As far as recent releases go, then there's also a lot of other older games to play. Like I would say even like Metaphor ReFantasio, but even that, I think that's going to be on Game Pass as well.
people judge their buying decisions on a $1 per hour of fun basis, and if you get this game for free, it lives up to those expectations. So in my situation, having received this for free from my wife's boyfriend, I must say I think this game is fantastic. Doom 2016 was run and gun. Doom Eternal was smoke, crack, and shoot back. Doom the Dark Ages is parry and turn my headphones up real loud so I can't hear my wife and her boyfriend wrestling in the other room. Some
there's a lot of
never
stuff.
know when to change. New Doom doesn't know when to stop changing. At this rate, Doom 4 is gonna play like Just Dance. The Doomslayer's gonna be popping that ass on the dance floor to Tay-Tay. Them removing 90% of the glory kills and replacing them with bumper cars is great because I love playing bumper cars with.
Okay, so they don't really introduce glory kills because like I said, I'm not that far into the game, but yeah. Yeah, I like the glory kills.
My wife's boyfriend. I like that they toned down the berserk mode to a slightly impolite mode. This is way better. Here's the old toxically masculine mode. And here's the new
satisfying.
based mode.
You would like it if I called
That's
you
not
Mommy's
as
good
satisfying.
boy. Are you Mommy's good boy?
Yeah, the soundtrack's a little weird in the new game, but we'll get to that later. I'm glad they're making this game less masculine.
Oh yeah, because there's no Mick Gordon, right? Because I thought the soundtrack for Dark Ages was okay, but it wasn't amazing. Like it got the job done, but you could feel like there was something missing.
Yeah, the soundtrack's a little weird in the new game, but we'll get to that later. I'm glad they're making this game less masculine, because after playing Doom Eternal, my wife's boyfriend started getting scared of me. After all those glory kills, all those chainsaw kills, a berserk mode where you fucking punch a demon's leg off. I hope hell is wheelchair accessible, bitch. God! I'm getting choked up just thinking about it. I might tell him that I'm banging my wife tonight. But Doom the Dark Ages is so much better because it gets me back to being that sensitive guy. Let's not rip and tear until the job is done. Let's rip and tear into a Ben & Jerry's and talk about our feelings. Hopefully they add in a femboy Doomslayer skin later this year. Doom 2016 made you feel things.
I mean, I feel like there's gonna be a mod for that, right? There's gonna be a, like, you got H Doom, why not Femboy Doom?
Add in a Femboy Doomslayer skin later this year. Doom 2016 made you feel things. It made you feel powerful and strong and manly. This game makes me feel like I should play that game again. In Doom the Dark Ages, we are back as Lizzo. I mean, Doom Dark Ages is out, and all jokes aside, in today's quadruple A gaming market, even their worst game is better than most of the schlock that comes out today. The mechs, the dragons, baby birding.
That is true. I mean, I played both Avowed and this on Game Pass, but if you had a choice, I would suggest Dark Ages over Avowed, but that's just me. Also, like, I've been noticing that I've been just pressing E a lot because of how the enemies turn purple, but I do hope I get more weapons. I think at the point I'm at, I recently got the plasma weapon, which looked underwhelming. Like, the design of the weapon just looked underwhelming to me. Performance was okay. I mean, the game was okay, but when they showed the weapon for the first time, I did not picture the plasma weapon with that.
Worst game is better than most of the schlock that comes out today. The mechs, the dragons, baby birding beams of hellfire down a monster's throat. It's just pure awesome shit in comparison to the last AAA game I played, where a very different monster was going down Yasuke's throat. And that's the last I'll talk about AC Shadows. No, it's not. Now, seeing as the mechs have no glory kills, you're more getting excited on the idea of mech.
I mean, worst games of 2025 at the end of the year. I feel like that's a contention, right? That's in the running, maybe?
It's not. Now, seeing as the mechs have no glory kills, you're more getting excited on the idea of mechs rather than the execution. Kind of like getting energized on the idea of cocaine rather than actually snorting it. But that's the last time I'll talk about glory kills, I promise.
Yeah,
the flow of combat in this game is great until you go to do a glory kill. And if you're a little retired in the head, don't worry, because this is way easier than the last game. The learning curve in Eternal was a learning cliff. You either got it or you got motion sickness. I remember my papaw walked by me playing Eternal, and he said, "Oh, you're playing Doom? I remember playing Doom back."
This fight with the Marauder, that dumb tooltip. I think how I beat him was I cheesed it by using the grenades and the blast radius from the grenades, and that just over and over and over. I think that's how I did it, because I know I did not use a super shotgun because it had the word super in it, even though it's not a super weapon, even though it has super in it.
By me playing Eternal, and he said, "Oh, you're playing Doom? I remember playing Doom back in 1993. Oh, and he died just looking at 3 frames of gameplay from Eternal, and he couldn't take it. Jokes on his dumbass, though. In the Dark Ages, I'm doing everything he was doing in the senior home.
Yeah,
just playing frisbee and pickleball while grabbing ass and being slightly racist."
I was gonna say, like, you have the shield that acts as a chainsaw as well, but the kills you get from it aren't like Eternals was way more satisfying than Dark Ages for whatever reason. I don't know.
And every time I worry that my T levels are getting too high, Doom Guy throws his Doom Cheeks on the enemies instead of doing a really awesome takedown, and it drops my T level right back into Tesla owner ranges. Like those times when you're fighting this guy and you hit him with that shotgun, slap his ass off the mount, freeze him with the shield. Here comes the big finish. You see what I mean, though? It felt really clean right up until I hit that glory hole in the combat where the glory kill used to be. And before you say, Fleek, but the glory kills are still in the game, you get to see this shit 1 weekend a month with supervised visitation. I see these takedowns just often enough to resent their creator for taking the other 40 variants out of the game. How the hell do you put mechs in a modern Doom game and then not give them takedowns? I'm out here like a big-ass chihuahua humping their leg. They removed the X factor of this game, and for what? So I could go play Ultimate Frisbee? I'm throwing my pre-Ozempic Doom Cheeks on the enemies, and the only time I get a glimpse at a takedown is if I can get my whopper slaying ass high enough off the ground to do one.
I immediately thought of Daw. Am I the only one here?
Glimpse at a takedown is if I can get my whopper slaying.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
An ass high enough off the ground to do one takedown they let me keep. Whoever decided to make the game flow better by replacing the iconic glory kills with a clunkier, slower, unsatisfying, and unresponsive alternative is a genius. This reminds me of when I took the wheels off my car to make it go faster. Now, for all the people saying this game is slow, a lot of people are going to recommend that you turn this up to 150% in the game slider settings. But I just don't think that's enough. So what I did was speed hack the game.
That sounded so genuine. The one he said, I don't think that's enough. That sounded so genuine.
Settings. But I just don't think that's enough. So what I did was speed hack the game to go at 4 times the max speed.
No.
So I finally. And for my fellow 70-year-old AARP card holders in the audience, if you were annoyed by the constant weapon switching in the last game, you don't gotta worry about that any longer. Because in this game, you only need one gun. The best gun in this game is the shield, and the best shield in this game is the super shotgun. You use the shield like a lawnmower to clear out all the pretend enemies, then you use the shotgun to shit on the real enemies harder than Johnny Depp's ex-wife shat on the bed. Just bam, bam, bam. There's 3 big bams. Now you gotta get new sheets. Even when they gave me the BFC, I said, oh, thanks, that's really neat, but I'm all—
Wait, there's no BFG? It's a BFC now? The crossbow instead of the gun? Well, wasn't that just like a normal weapon that you can collect? I mean, you can also collect BFG, but wasn't that just like a stand? I mean, I think it was just a cross. It wasn't a crossbow. It was just like a ballista weapon in Eternal. My memory's terrible.
Sheets. Even when they gave me the BFC, I said, oh, thanks,
ballistic
that's really
force
neat,
crossbow.
but I'm already the big fucking Hang on a second, I think my T levels are getting too high. Let me watch it take down. Oh, there we go. No, honey, I hope you and Fabio have a great night out. Use my credit card. If I had to rank the shield on my official lawnmower tier list, I'd rank it at S tier, maybe even Mega Milk tier. Story. Remove all the dialogue. No, I'm telling you, I want only scenes of Doom Guy aura farming like Dirty fucking Harry. I want to make this a silent film. In fact, they make Doom Guy say one word. That's one word too many. Music.
Yeah.
All I have to say is this.
Like, has he spoken? I don't remember, but has he spoke in like the recent games, like Eternal in 2016? Because I mean, obviously he's been silent in the original ones, but I don't remember if he was silent in Doom 3 as well. But yeah, he's known to not speak, much like Gordon Freeman in Half-Life. They don't need to speak. Their actions speak for them, right? In the first age. Now, yeah. There's no Mick Gordon in this one.
If I had to rate this game on a buy, wait for a sale, or it's okay basis, I would say this is the type of game you get for free and go, hey, you know, for the money, it's not that bad. I had a truly incandescent time playing this game. 1 out of 10. Fuck you. You remove glory kills.
Yeah. Oh
Thanks
yeah,
to
the
flock of
collectibles.
pimps for bankrolling this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimperers for buying me all this demon slaying lead. Fleeka.
Yeah, I mean, I do like that they kept the collectibles. Like they're adorable, but do we get to? I remember in Eternal there was like a ship too, like a hub. I believe there was you could see the collectibles in the hub. Not that hub, but or maybe it was just like an Easter egg room that I remember finding. But yeah, the Dark Ages. Like I said, if you have Game Pass, it's worth a try. It's fun, but it's not like $70 to $80 of fun, if that makes any sense. Because like I said, I will definitely recommend if you have Game Pass just to try it out. There's like the only harm is I guess the time wasted, right? But yeah, I think Eternal is my favorite one of the recent modern ones. I think for the old ones, probably. Actually, I can't even say because it might be blurred with like the different mods for Doom, so I don't remember. So I think Doom 2 would be my favorite if my memory serves me correctly, which could be wrong, but yeah. I remember there was also a lawnmower mod for Doom. I've seen people use it, and yeah, that gives the same vibe as the shield. Then not gonna lie, but yeah. Anyways, another FLEEKAZOID video about, or this one's about Doom Dark Ages. Hope you enjoyed it. I yapped on for way too long, but yeah, like I said, I haven't beaten it myself, but from what I played, it was just okay. And again, worth it on Game Pass. Wait for a super deep sale for otherwise, right? But anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, thank you for watching and have a nice day.